Good afternoon, YouTube. I'll have a little bit of an evening stream here. We continue our storyline of the Janthir Wilds. And oh, it actually works to log out in your homestead and log in here again. That's nice. That can be used to speed up the daily farming ground here. You know, logging out here, logging in on the next day. That means you can do basically 2 days of, well, how do you call that? You can basically do 2 days of harvesting back to back.
Rare loot.
Homestead instruction. Hmm.
You rarely see one of those.
Okie dokie. With that, let's head back to the little town. And see what the next plot brings. Okie dokie, let's see what's what. Check in with Frode.
Right where I left you. Tell me you've pulled yourself away for a meal, at least.
Wayfinder, there's been plenty to keep me busy of late, though I don't need to tell you that.
Afraid this won't settle your nerves any. We had another brush with the Titans.
Titans? So Isgarren was correct. He'll love that.
2 in total, and they're working together. Greer, who we thought previously defeated, and Decima, a lightning conduit.
And how did this battle fare?
Brutal, but useful. We discovered a possible vulnerability of the Titans, a fragile inner core. The Claw's son was injured blocking an attack, so our battle was cut short. Brave and stupid.
A sentiment completely
Rather nice
alien to
armor
the two
here.
of us. How's he doing now?
On the mend. We made it to the village healing master in time to treat him.
No easy task, carrying a grown coat into safety. And what did you say was used to treat him?
I didn't. The healing master is versed in some level of recovery magic. Trained in the Shiver Peaks, apparently.
Interesting. I suppose healing magic would be less frowned upon than the more ostentatious schools. Can never be sure who knows more than they're letting on. You're a reader, yes? I was reading a fascinating book earlier. It's upstairs. You should give it a look. And, act natural.
Quote unquote discover the journal entry written by Isgarren. Then let's discover it. Waiting sorrow has left us. She left a note. She left a note. She left Dagda a note. I must be swift. Should Isgarren catch me to catch onto my plan before I'm able to depart? What am I? A creature of nightmare? Do they writhe? Writhe when I speak? Do they flee when I move? The court is quiet today. Dagda fled to the observatory. Mabon is disappointed with my reaction. Perhaps screaming. Ah, okay, that's the end of the note. Ah, okay. He left a note, and then the quotation, that's a note. And then Isgarren is talking to himself. What am I? A creature of nightmare? Do they writhe when I speak? Do they flee when I move? Oh, well, he's a seer and all. The court is quiet today. Dagda fled to the observatory. Mabon is disappointed with my reaction, perhaps screaming until I opened a portal to the domain of anguish was a tad ostentatious. The emotion that lingers at the pit of my stomach is repentance mostly. So I am simply a harbinger of my prior mistakes, my negligence. When she came to me, goddess knows, well before the gods doomed this place, I saw someone struggling. I chose to help her, a voice on the verge of Kodan's rage. Who knows what she would have done had I not ascended her and severed that connection. Sidonie never thought of me. The same after that. Okay, Sidonie never thought of me the same after that. I imagine my saving sorrow was the final straw before exile. I often thought of my choice as naive, and at other times I've wondered if the elder races were too protective of magic. I turned her immortal. I gave her access to immense power to save her life. That shouldn't have been my choice. I let her roam on her own for a long, long time, before she and Vas joined us. And when I saw how powerful she'd become, I couldn't let her go again. She knows this. She's grown more and more unpredictable over the centuries. She even claims to see flickers of her life before the ascension. When the Kodan split between Janthir and Or, I could tell it. I could tell it bothered her. I could tell she yearned to help her people when they were clearly splitting apart. But she's a figure of fable now to them. What if she were to reveal herself as the missing voice to their ancestral claw? The claw that determined the fate of all Kodan when he moved them to safety. She'd cause riots. They are already fragile enough. Next time, I need time to think about my next steps. Okay. Interesting. Well, Pookie's dead.
Normally, if my son came home injured, I'd question in whose company he was engaging in such reckless behavior. But since your arrival, Wayfinder, there is no question.
Stoical.
Pa, I told you. The
Well,
fault is
I take it
mine.
as a
I
compliment.
didn't respect my limits. The Wayfinder reminded me it's all right to step away. Pa, I'm okay. You should have seen the Wayfinder out there. Never witnessed a stoic warrior turned into such a kindly mother hen. Checking my wounds, aiding my exit, all with concern in the voice and a tear in the eye.
Be a bit of an exaggeration.
Regardless, my son requires time to recuperate, as does the ecosystem. The Titans have done a number on our community. Initiatives are underway in Moldering Greenwood and Stricken Plains to restore the local flora and fauna. Wayfinder, any additional aid you may provide would greatly benefit our restorative efforts.
Say no more. Happy to help.
Okay. Okay. So we're supposed to go and, well, heal stuff. Okay, not festering basin, but moldering greenwood and stricken plains, they said. Oh well, let's check out the moldering greenwood first.
combat. Might and glory.
Hmm.
I feel furious! Gave it my... We heal as one! Protect me! Sick 'em! My pain is easy.
Hmm.
That's not good. Protect me! Probably cut those elementals down before they take their little party straight to camp. I feel furious!
Well, actually, I'm getting rather tired, so we'll be continuing this tomorrow. And with that, YouTube, thank you for watching those maybe, I don't know, for how long have I been streaming? Watching these 20 minutes, if you do. And have a good afternoon.